Russia's parliament shows its support for Abkhazia and South Ossetia. Both chambers of the House vote unanimously to put forward an appeal for independence to the Kremlin. Members here seem moved by the statements from both these breakaway regions' presidents.
Today, as President of South Ossetia, in the name of the Parliament of South Ossetia, in the name of the people of South Ossetia, we express our gratitude to you. Once again, I appeal to the President of the Russian Federation to recognize South Ossetia as a sovereign, independent state.
Neither Abkhazia nor I allow myself to speak for South Ossetia, nor South Ossetia will ever again be part of one state with Georgia. And we ask you to cross that barrier, which has for many years been difficult to do, and to recognise our republics as independent.
What's happening in the Duma chamber behind these walls is more a show of solidarity. The Russian MPs just don't have the power to have the final say. That rests with the Russian president. But Dmitry Medvedev must realise that any recognition of Abkhazia or South Ossetia could spark another confrontation in the Caucasus. This is why the Russians say the two regions should never be in Georgian hands again. This photo exhibition of the Duma, proof they claim of war crimes in Skinvali in South Ossetia. The Russians appear to be using this as an excuse to keep troops on Georgian soil. These latest pictures from the Black Sea port of Poti show Russian soldiers digging in. According to Russia's top generals, they will inspect cargo here on a regular basis. The situation in the Black Sea is already tense enough. A US Navy destroyer carrying humanitarian aid arrived over the weekend. Russian President Dmitry Medvedev says Russia is now prepared to break all ties with NATO if it has to. From the Georgian perspective, even if the President of Russia does recognise Abkhazia and South Ossetia, it's highly unlikely the West will follow. Under international law, the breakaway regions are still part of Georgian territory.
A large part of our territory remains under Russian occupation, and Russia looks like it's not going to withdraw its forces from these territories. Moreover, it is trying to justify the occupation, which was one of the reasons for their aggression. This is as unjustified as Stalin's attack against Finland.
As these war games continue, it's ordinary civilians who are suffering. Thousands of Georgians still have nowhere to go. They know if Abkhazia and South Ossetia are recognised by Russia, they have very little chance of returning to their homes. Nazanine Moshiri, Al Jazeera, Moscow.